And as always, 100% of everything donated goes to the musicians you're seeing on stage this evening. So let's start the show. Jamie Davis has achieved worldwide acclaim as the lead vocalist of the Count Basie Orchestra. We're very thrilled that he's returning to Piedmont Piano Company here as part of the showroom sessions. Larry Vuckovich, of course, is a perennial favorite here at Piedmont Piano Company and at the showroom sessions. And he's put a great trio together to accompany Jamie. So let's please give a warm virtual welcome, accompanied by Larry Vuckovich and his Powerhouse trio, to Jamie Davis. Enjoy.
One, two. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Always great to be at Piedmont Piano where the sound, the instrument is first rate. Thank you, Jim Callahan, for having us here. Thank you for keeping the music going during this pandemic. Things are opening up very good, but still the main ball game today is streaming. Thank you, Jim. And thank you, his brothers, John Callahan, superb piano technician. Also, his other brother, Mike Callahan, excellent technician, and is doing our sound. Let me make a quick introduction. We are very fortunate to have swinging bass player, cat with a groove, Mr. Ron Belcher.
Yeah, Ron.
Likewise, swinging drummer, Jason Lewis. Jason and I and Jeff Chambers had a trio for a long time. Today we're paying tribute to late Jeff Chambers. He was with me since 1990, 30 years. First call cat, even though different bass players, but he was so energetic, always trying to help, full of energy, and he put up a valiant fight against prostate cancer. And Jeff, wherever you are with Almighty on the plane, I know you are swinging. So again, we're fortunate to have Ron Belcher. The first tune was by a lady, Bernice Petkere, Close Your Eyes, a woman who wrote some hip tunes. She was known as the Queen of Timpan Alley. The next selection, let's see if I can find a part of the lyrics, is by a songwriting team of Shapiro and Lawrence, Handful of Stars. And today you don't have tunes with lyrics that are sophisticated, where you have lyrics like, a night that left my heart romantic scars. You don't hear that today. Sweet remembered hour when love began to flower, with moonlight through the trees like silver bars, and as the moon grew older, I reached across your shoulder and gathered you a handful of stars. Here is a handful of stars, followed by Serenade in Blue. Both of these we used to play with Jeff. This is the first time we're playing in this combination, and when you have the real cats, you don't need a rehearsal. It all falls into place. We speak the same language. Speaking of the language, I'm from the old country, from the state of Montenegro, former Yugoslavia. And John Hendricks would say, if you wonder what Brother Vuckovich is doing with us, he comes from that state of Yugoslavia known as Montenegro. And everybody would laugh, but it's true. From the old country, I have Gypsy Roma influence, those scales and that feel. Ron is from here, Jason is from here, and the composer of the last tune, Harry Warren, that's not his real name. Salvatore Guaragna, he was Italian from Brooklyn. So jazz is a universal language. Now we're going universally, we're going to Brazil. John Hendricks introduced me to this tune. The composer comes from Portuguese Angola. And as John Hendricks said, he split to Brazil fast. He got out of there. His name is Eduardo Lobo. He wrote to tune Reza, means a prayer, and Lobo in Portuguese is wolf. That's my name, Vuk, I'm a wolf. Okay, here we go. San Francisco in the late 50s, 60s, up to the mid 60s, minimum of 30 clubs. Broadway area had at least 10. Chinatown had a few. Peninsula had clubs. Trident, Vince Guaraldi Trio, Denny Zeitlin Trio. Then who would come? Kenny Burrell Trio. Then you would have Yusef Lateef. You will have Chet Baker, Bill Evans, and John Hendricks. I worked with him there. Who brought the music from Brazil here? Brazil 66. And they did this tune. Those were the days. And when I moved to Europe from 68 to 70, working with John Hendricks and other people, I had to go to Munich to work for a year because you couldn't work in England when jazz was based all the time. You have to be, English Union was strict. So anyway, I came back to get married. My wife and I came to Frisco to pick up my Volvo, and I said, let me show you the Trident. There was no music, and Frank Werber, the owner and the manager, on the marquee, instead of the band, he had this sign, 69 actually. He had this sign, Nixon and Agnew, shuck and jive. This guy was hip, man. That was, and those cats, well, I have to give credit to Richard Nixon. He had Duke Ellington in the White House. Give him credit. Anyway, but Brazil 66 at the Trident was something. Okay, one more selection. Speaking of Vince Guaraldi, I was fortunate to be his only student, and when he formed two keyboard quintet, I was the pianist. We had fun, and let me tell you, he was known for peanuts, but with this band, he didn't play one Peanuts tune. He only wanted to blow, and he loved funky music. This is dedicated to Vince, called Vince's Boogaloo Blues. Great cats, ladies and gentlemen. Great groove. I'd like to thank Barry Harris. I talk to him all the time. Great friend, one of the greatest pianists of all time. Barry created this riff, the pattern on Sidewinder with Joe Henderson, Lee Morgan. He's the cat that created this. There we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, special pleasure. Our main attraction for today, this gentleman is a class act. The rich, beautiful baritone voice, sophisticated, great ballads, blues, and I mean standards, but he sings the blues. A Grammy nominee with the Count Basie Orchestra. Let's have a nice hand for Mr. Jamie Davis.
Well, I'm happy to be here with the swinging guys up here, especially Mr. Vuckovich, an orator of the music we love. And so I want to talk about this song. This song was brought to my attention by one of the guys in the Basie band, Scotty Barnhart, and he told me to do some research and come up with a song. And Joe Williams and Count Basie had a spot on a TV show with Julie Garland in the 60s, and they did this song. And so I did the research, and we came up and we transcribed it for big band, which will be on the new Count Basie recording that will be released very shortly. It's called 5 o'clock in the morning.
Is it F? Yeah.
2, 3, 4. I love the blues. Hey, hey, yeah. Yeah. Pop it, baby. Woo. Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and there's no one on the street but me. Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, baby. There's no one on the street but me. I'm evil, tired and lonely, 'cause you're not where you're supposed to be. Whoa. Ow. I'd be so happy, baby, if you were where you're supposed to be. This morning I'd be so happy, baby, if you were where you're supposed to be. Well, this morning my world is empty, 'cause you're not here with me. Don't think that I don't love you, 'cause I don't call you every day. Don't think that I don't need you, 'cause I haven't much to say. Little girl, I love you so much that I could cry this morning, baby, until you're here with me. No way I can be satisfied. I said it's 5 o'clock in the morning. There's no one on the street but me. Whoa, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, baby. There's no one on the street but me. Oh, you know I'm evil, tired and lonely, 'cause you're not where you're supposed to be. I'd be so happy, baby, if you were here with me. Yeah, I'd be so happy, baby, if you were here with me. Morning, baby, my world is so empty, yeah, 'cause you're not here with me. Don't think that I don't love you, 'cause I don't call you every day. Don't think that I don't need you, 'cause I haven't much to say. Little girl, I love you so much that I could cry. Yeah. This morning, until you're here with me, baby, there's just no way I'll be satisfied. Nothing like the blues. I love that old saying, unless you've felt the blues, you don't know what the blues is. Once again, I love how Larry talks about his experiences in the world of jazz. I had the distinct honor to meet a guy, and I didn't realize how important and how profound this guy was at. I was working early in the 70s and 80s at Rollins. Remember Rollins? Lombard and Fillmore. And this guy would come in and he'd sing this song and he had all of this beautiful expression. And I didn't, I dug him, but I didn't know who he was. It was Harold Nicholas. Oh, wow. Yeah, of the famous Nicholas brothers. And of course I felt like, duh, you know what I mean? But his methodology for singing this song was unique for me, and here's Night and Day. Woo! I'm glad you're here, baby. We need you, night and day. You are the one, only you beneath that moon and under the sun. Whether near me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In that roaring traffic boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Night and day, night and day, under the hide of me, there's such a burning yearning and deep inside of me. and its torments won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. Swing it, baby. Night and day, under the hind of me, there's oh such a burning yearning deep inside of me, and its torments won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. Day and night, night and day, day and night, night and day. All right. Great song, great song. This is why I still love this jazz. Duke Ellington, probably the most prolific arranger composer of our generation, set the standard for almost everything. And this is one of his stellar tunes, Sophisticated Lady. They say into your early life romance came, and in this heart of yours burned a flame that flickered one day and died away. Then, with disillusions deep in your eyes, you find that fools in love soon grow wise. The time has changed you somehow. I see you now. Smoking, drinking, never thinking of tomorrow. Nonchalant, diamond shining, dancing, dining with a man in a restaurant. Is that all you really want? No. Sophisticated lady, I know you miss the love you lost long ago. And when nobody is nigh, you cry. Great Larry Vuckovich. Smoking, drinking, never thinking of tomorrow. Nonchalant, diamond shining, dancing, dining with a man in a restaurant. Is this all you really want? No. Sophisticated lady, I know you miss the love you lost long ago. And when nobody is nigh, you cry. The great sophisticated lady. Yeah. All right.
And you're a sophisticated cat.
Ah! It's all good. It's just jazz. Oh. All my life has whooped me. Love it to this day. So, this next tune, one of my favorite artists, I'm a baritone, so therefore I emanate towards those cats. Johnny Hartman. Now, Johnny Hartman is known for his ballad vocalizations, and I love that tremendously, and we will get into that later too. But I remember I was driving down the highway one time, and I was listening to KCSM, our wonderful jazz station, and I heard this guy swinging, and this is Johnny Hartman doing Once in a While. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once in a while, will you spend a little moment thinking of me? Although you may be with somebody new. Once in a while, will you think of the moments we shared us two? Moments before we two drifted apart. In love's glowing ember, one smile may remain. If love still can't remember, that smile may read again. I know that I'll be contented with yesterday's memories. Know when you think of me once in a while. Once in a while, will you spend a little moment thinking of me? Although you may be with somebody new. Once in a while, will you think of the moments we shared, us two? Moments before we two drifted apart. In love's glowing ember, one spark may remain. If love still can't remember, that spark may burn again. And I know that I'll be contented with yesterday's memories. Know when you think of me once in a while. Know when you think of me once in a while. Know when you think of me once in a while. Know when you think of me once in a while. Go wild, you're wild. All right, Mr. Soundman, the voice needs some, I need some juice, bruh. Thank you so much. Bruno Martino. I absolutely love this song, as far as I'm concerned. This is one of the most sensuous songs around. Estate. In summer.
I was slightly spaced out. The music is so romantic and beautiful. Bruno Martino is Italian. I was thinking of the Brazilian tune wave. Yes. Please forgive me.
I have to say, I've done this, you know. You have so much stuff in your head that you sometimes think like, what the hell?
This comedy was rehearsed earlier. We rehearsed this. Okay, here we go.
Bossa Nova, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop, yeah. She's got it. In summer, I miss you more than any other season. My heart has lost all thought of rhyme or reason. Without you is like winter in my heart. In summer, the memory of the things we did together is stronger than the trials we had to weather. I can't believe you and I would ever part. It's the end of life's daydream, like plucking off the petals from the roses, like sharing all the secret love discloses, like stopping songs of birds before they start. In summer, when once again I feel the old desire, and you return to set my soul on fire. Without you is like winter in my heart. To the bridge. It's the end of life's daydream, like plucking all the petals from the roses, like sharing all the secret love discloses, like stopping songs of birds before they start. In summer, when once again I feel the old desire, and you return to set my soul on fire. Without you is like winter in my heart, 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 in my heart. Thank you. Don't worry about it, brother. Come on, baby. Once again, I go to my element. Thelonious Monk. I loved it when he did this. The twirler, the original twirler. Set it straight, it's not a time when you wait. You gotta be on, you gotta be strong, the time is here. Trust your life to your ear. Oh, don't wait for no one, they'll have to go on because the hallmark is the place where it all begins. You better not stray. Monk had a way of being ahead of his day. Not in the same realm as other guys. He wasn't commonly wise. He knew the ends of the times, a dancer. He knew you can't pack it up, take it with you on the moment. For now is the time. There we go. Mark said the straightest out of time when you're waiting. You gotta be on, you gotta be strong, the time is here. Trust your life to your ear. Don't wait for no one to have to go on. Cause the hard mark is the place where it all begins, and you better not stray. One more time. Mark had a way of being ahead of his day. Not in the same realm as other guys. He was a calm, a little wise. He knew the answer that time's a dancer. He knew you can pack it up and take it with you on the road. So now is the time. Okay, I think we're at the end of our prescribed stuff, but I want to do, because that's like,
How much more? How many?
Keep going.
we're at the,
Couple tunes?
yeah, we're at the prescribed time, but let's do Lost Lord. Which one? Let's like,
Which one?
let's like.
Flashlight. 1 second.
Again, I revert back to the baritones. I can remember again when I was quite the young man, and I just moved to San Francisco, and I didn't know who Johnny Hartman was. And some people used to say, you know, you sound like this dude. And I was saying, okay. So obviously, I researched that, and come to find out I did sound like this dude. And then I found out that his music with John Coltrane was utopia. And then I really liked it that I sounded like this dude. And this is one of the songs that jazz guys know and love and hate. Some of them do, because a lot of people don't want to play it. Here's Lush Light. I used to visit all those very gay places, those common-made places, where one relaxes on the axis of the wheel of life, just to get the feel of life from jazz and cocktails. The girls I knew had sad, sullen gray faces, with different pay traces. There used to be where you could see when they've been washed away by too many through the days. 12 o'clock till. Then you came along with your siren song to tempt me to madness. I thought for a while that your pointed smile was tinged with the sadness of a great love for me. I was wrong again. I was wrong. 2, 3, 4. Life is lonely again, and only last year everything seems so short. Now life is awful again. A trough full of hearts could only be a boy. A week in Paris could ease the bite of it. All I care is to smile in spite of it. I'll forget you. I will, I must. You are still burning inside my brain. Romance is much, stifling those who will strive. But I live a lush life in some small dive, and there I'll be while I rot with the rest of those whose lives are lonely too. I'll forget you. I will, I must. You are still burning inside my brain. Romance is much, stifling those who will strive. But I'll live a lush life in some small dive, and there I'll be while I rot with rest of those whose lives are lonely. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we got some live people here. Mwah! We love you madly. It's the blues time, and we'll say good evening. And I'm doing a plug again, but that's okay. The Grammy-nominated record that I had the privilege of being on with the Count Basie Orchestra, and it was Mr. 5x5 Mr. Jimmy Ruffin, and he sang this song, and it kind of rocked my world. And is Don't the Moon Look Lonely Shining Through the Trees? What's that? It's okay, baby. It's okay. 2, 3, 4. This takes you back to the beginning of the great jazz, the big band era. Mr. Russell used to sing with no mic in front of a big band. Woo! Don't the moon look lonesome, shining through the trees? Don't the moon look lonesome, shining through the trees? Ain't your house lonesome when your baby packs up to leave? Well, I sent for you yesterday, here you come today. Woo. Yeah, girl, I sent for you yesterday, here you come today. You can't tell me that you love me and treat me that way. Well, she's little and low, yeah, but she built up from the ground. Yeah, she's little and low, yeah, but she built up from the ground. Come Sunday morning, she'll make your love come tumbling down. Well, I sent for you yesterday, baby, here you come today. Girl, I sent for you yesterday, here you come today. You can't tell me that you love me, treat me that way. Come on, talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Oh, wow. Yeah. Woo. Well. Play. Oh, yeah, we got some dancing. Hey. Hey. Lonesome, shining through the trees. Hey, don't the moon look lonesome, shining through the trees? Ain't your house lonesome when your baby packs up to leave? One more time, one more. Well, I sent for you yesterday, here you come today. Girl, I sent for you yesterday, here you come today. Hey, you can't tell me that you love me and treat me that way. Thank you, Piano.
Mr. Jamie Davis, ladies and gentlemen. our feature attraction, the class act, blues and sophistication. I like to mention things are opening up, great. However, streaming is the only ball game in town still. Whatever you can donate on the screen, you will see a PayPal donation. We would appreciate it. Thank you very much, Jamie. Thank you.
Love you all. Love you, jazz fans. We're coming back.
Beautiful music, wonderful show. Thank you so much. Jamie Davis and Larry Vuckovich with the Powerhouse Trio. Fabulous music. Thanks so much. Now, you can still donate to these musicians, and if you haven't already, please do. You'll see the links there on your page. Follow those links to make a generous donation. If you're having any problem with those links, you can always phone us right here at the piano store, 510-547-8188. Give us your credit card number and we'll get your donation to the musicians. And as always, 100% of everything that's donated goes directly to the players that you've just seen on stage. So thanks for that. Well, that's all for us. And we will say so long until 1 week from today when we'll be here with David Baruzzi, wonderful jazz piano, and many more wonderful shows coming up. To learn about all of these shows, including our special Father's Day show with Nicholas Beard that will include live audience. We have limited tickets available. But to learn about that and everything else, please go to our website, PiedmontPiano.com. You can also join our email list there and find out about everything that's coming up. Also, please consider following us on Twitter or Instagram, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll find out about everything that's coming up, both streaming and live with in-person audience. So that's all, and I want to thank everybody for viewing this afternoon. My name is Jim Callahan, president of Piedmont Piano Company and producer of the Showroom Sessions, and my co-producer is Jordan Perlman, our on-site engineer, my own brother Michael Callahan, and our on-site cameraman extraordinaire, Ted Leahy. Thanks to everybody for making such a great-looking and great-sounding show. And we will say until 1 week from today, so long.